So our number one fan keeps telling us not to take breaks.
I take breaks.
Our number one fan still has a bedtime, so
We apparently we're upsetting our number one fan because
we've been on hiatus.
we haven't been airing as of recently.
So this is what I need for you to understand. Self-care is a real thing. As you get into adulthood or adulting or further adulting, because you're our number one fan, you'll understand that sometimes taking a break is necessary.
You do know you're talking to a child, right?
Yeah, I know. Okay. I was trying to allude. No one knew if it was a child or not, but it's a child. So I get it, but we're back, and we're better than ever. This is ILNL.
Welcome to ILNL.
That was such a "that's what she said" joke there,
It was.
but I let it go. I'm behaving this summer.
It is a new and improved I Love Nerd Life because, I mean, we got to say something. So,
It's new because we said so.
there you go. All right. So,
That works.
Tim is in the building.
Are we sure? Look like Tim.
Poke.
There's a lot of clones running around these days.
That's Chico.
Can't be too careful.
There's Chris.
I'm Chris. Or am I?
See,
All right. So, shall we jump into this? All right, let's do it. So, people just don't know how to keep out of my business.
Oh my God.
EA jumped out the gun, reportedly, thinking about putting real life commercials in their games. And according to this reporter on PC Gamer, said, no, we're not doing it. Let's just go ahead and just cut to the chase. They were going to do it. And they got caught. And people was like, But there's more to this thing, but I'm going to open up the floor on this. So we all talked about it in some length, whether personally or or just within our own mind, we talked about it. And people are just keep trying to find ways to milk every single advertising opportunity out of anything. And it's just, it's bonkers. It's bonkers. So, milking. Okay. So I'll start with you, Chris.
we are such 12-year-olds.
At times. So
You okay, Chris?
what's your immediate feeling about this whole thing of adding commercials into games?
Get out my face. Leave me alone. Like,
You see how that switch just flipped?
like,
Took nothing.
like. I look. I get it. You want to sell things. You know how you can sell things? You can put a ad. You'll do it anyway. You put these ads inside of the different commercials, like you put these different ads inside of the video games, this and the third. They've been doing it since like what? I know since the early 2000s, late 90s. Like they've been doing that. Do that. But you're just gonna blatantly just take up 10 to 30 seconds of my life that I could never get back for a freaking commercial. How dare you? I'm sorry. How rude. Like, stop. Stop the cap. Like, please stop. Get some help.
So I'm gonna add to that.
It's just doing too much.
It is. Like
Bruh.
the whole thing of ads in games. Like you said, it's not anything new. And even then, I had a problem with it. I still have a problem with it. There's no reason I'm playing a racing game, and there is a real life billboard in the game
I don't care about
that-
that.
that
they
don't-
change.
I'm not. You know what? I'm not even bothered about that. Like I've seen
How could
it.
you not be?
I'm okay with that. That adds real.
Okay,
It-
well,
it-
no,
it adds
okay,
a
no,
realistic feel to
Well,
it.
no, okay, how much are we paying for games right now?
60.
No. We're paying 70.
I'm sorry. Me and my Xbox One, PlayStation 4 self is still playing. It's still paying 60. However, I do understand now that PS5 is out and Xbox
I'm
S.
sorry. S or
Yes,
X.
Series
yeah,
X.
Series S. Yeah, I guess the starting range price on a game is about $70.
So
Or you could just buy them all on Xbox One and have them.
no, we're not doing Game Pass.
Ooh.
And we'll have a little bit about that too. But no, I've been buying games north of 60 for some time now. Not just because of the next generation, but there's
bundles.
sometimes it's bundles, sometimes there's special editions.
Lord.
Sometimes there's packages. When I'm getting my NBA 2K, I don't ever buy the standard.
I
I'm
mean,
always buying the legendary.
And in the end, after all the DLCs and everything,
You've
and
spent about
then on-
you've bought a new
$100.
system, right?
Yes, and then on top of that, you're finding advertising opportunities. You're putting ads in the games. I've already given you your money for developing the game.
How much more blood do you want?
Maybe it's the example you use.
How much more blood do you?
Because I'm like, in sports, in racing, and things like that, that's part of what you
Okay,
see.
no. Okay, then I'll take it out of sports. Spider-Man. You're going through New York. You're swinging through the city.
Still as
Yeah,
realism.
it's
Ads.
New York though.
Still realism.
Oh my goodness.
Same thing.
Are
Like,
you
literally-
saying
like
you're
literally
going to
what's-
give them the slack for doing it just because you're adding realism to a game?
It being realism in the game is fine. Pausing my game, I'm
you.
playing
That's
Destiny,
not-
I'm going for a kill shot, and a
You line
McDonald's
up the shot.
line up the
and then-
shot, and then the screen goes to a Big Mac.
or you
I'm
start
gonna be
getting-
highly
or you-
upset because when
or you
I
get
come
the
back from
countdown,
when
you
I
get
come
the 5-second countdown.
right,
You
I come
too.
back from the game and my screen is red because I am dead. All because of a Big Mac. No.
Okay.
See-
So speaking of a Big Mac, there was this game called Mick and Mac.
I remember Mick and Mac.
Mick and Mac. On
Actually, I'm gonna pull it up.
Mick and Mac.
And I'm glad you brought that up. Keep going.
On Sega Genesis. Matter of fact, I got that game
I need to see this.
the first day. Yeah, when I met my play
It
cousin.
sounds familiar.
My
but it doesn't.
11th birthday. Yeah, Sega Genesis.
I'll find it. Yeah, Global Gladiators.
Yep. Mick and Mac Global Gladiators.
All right, let's see if I can find an image because I can't play it because then Facebook is gonna get mad at us. There you go. Made by Virgin Games, the company that will make almost any game, as long
Almost
as you
anything.
got the money for it. Well, Virgin Games doesn't exist
Well, since we're
anymore,
talking
but,
about
yeah.
Virgin, either one of y'all going to space? No?
Nope.
Thought I asked.
No.
I wasn't invited.
Neither do I.
But you know what the song says about
I don't think
space.
it's an invite. I think you just have to buy a ticket.
Well, you know what the song says about space.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't think I'll be going.
What does the song say about that?
We'll talk about that offline.
Okay, because I was like, I don't know if I can sing that.
Yeah, I
song
don't
or
remember
not.
that game.
Yeah, but as you were saying,
Yeah, so I knew, yes, this is it being a McDonald's game actually made me buy it. And the game was pretty decent. Like,
it was just a regular platformer with
Yeah.
McDonald's marketing in it.
right.
I'm gonna go down that road with you. So, branded games, corporate branded games, like Spot, the 7-Up game with the Spot character.
Oh, God.
That game was actually fun on Genesis.
Really?
It was fun.
I gotta play it.
Building a game around a brand, like there was a Noid game from Domino's.
I remember that.
I've been hearing about
I think that was on Nintendo. And games like that, it wasn't the marketing was different. You were playing in the world of the brand, not being told to go buy something. Even though subconsciously they were telling you go drink some more 7-Up if you were to play the spot game, or in the case of Mick and Mac, the Global Gladiators,
Get golden arches. Get
yeah,
different arches.
you just use your McDonald's zapper or whatever it is, and and go take out the Hamburger burglar or something. I don't know,
No,
but it was
a goop.
that was a different time, but it's the same thing. I think it's ridiculous. Like, I understand that the cost of making a game has gone up exponentially. I can appreciate that. And I know that people are ravenous. Like, I don't know how you guys are with buying your games, but I buy a lot of games.
Usually, yes.
And sometimes I might play something for a little bit. Sometimes there's my staples, and I'll play them for a long time. And then there'll be something in the middle where I give it enough time to play it. I get my fill of it, and I come back to it later. In that, I don't ever want to go inside of Animal Crossing and get a guest appearance.
Violation.
And get a guest appearance,
sir.
From. I'm gonna think of the most outrageous thing that I could think of.
Sprite World.
Man, what's okay. I don't want to go in Animal Crossing and get visited by Mickey Mouse telling me that it's time for me to come back to the Magic Kingdom for the 80th year anniversary and catch their new improved fireworks only at Disney World, limited time offer. And then he gets on his boat with Gulliver and goes away from the island. I don't want that experience. I don't want that to happen in my game. And yet we have companies like EA.
Mommy, I want to go to Disney World.
If they actually took the time to do that type of animation, I'd be really impressed by it. Like the first maybe 2-3 times I see a boat randomly pull up on shore while I'm fishing and Mickey pops out, I'll be like,
hot dog,
up.
hot dick. Oh my God.
I mean, if they replace Red with Daffy or Donald, either of the ducks, okay, whatever. But if they come out and like, yeah, so Space Jam 2, The New Legacy is coming out on HBO Max.
That's irritating. Like,
that's my thing. It's there has to be this whole thing of, okay, well, yes, it costs a lot for our games to be made. We're so ambitious with our games. Why don't we scale back? So we're not passing the buck onto the consumer.
Right.
That's my point. And so, EA, I know you're watching us. Everyone watches what we do. We know you got to make your money so you can make your AAA titles and you can make your indie titles and all of that. But let's figure something else out. I mean, you have your video ad opportunities on YouTube. You have your video ad opportunities on
Facebook,
Twitch,
Instagram.
Wherever you watch videos.
Don't you have your opportunity? Oh, I'm sorry, on my video game that I paid for that you want now.
How would that even? Are you buying time on a certain system or via a certain game?
No, see, I imagine that the developers have it in their games where they could dynamically upload something. I mean, all of our systems are connected to the net.
But also another thing is they might be sponsoring, like if I was making that, if I was making an indie game.
Commercials
Ooh, sold for
for video
sale.
games in video games isn't.
I wonder, like, if you were making it
bad,
right? But if you were making an indie game, right?
Mm-hmm.
And
you could pay for some of your funding to get it made,
right?
But we're not talking about those games. I don't see EA forking up the dollars to be like, yo, one-person team person.
No.
That we really want to make sure that someone buys bio whatever.
I'm not talking about EA. I'm talking about Burger King. McDonald's, Burger King. I don't know. Saying, hey,
all of you food companies,
In
Chris
a-
is available for sponsorship.
I mean,
In a world of pettiness, could you not imagine Xbox buying time on a PlayStation game for their commercial? How would you feel about that if you actually saw that, though?
Man,
monopolized.
you just brought in a whole thing of a different conversation
say-
for me because I'm down for that.
Say you're playing Spider.
I want all of my games to talk to each other.
You're playing Spider-Man, and all of a sudden, all of the billboards
Just
in
turn to
Times
Halo.
Square are for Xbox. Like, how do you react to that?
It's a trap. Yo, they found me. They found me. I gotta go.
Come over to this side. We have a better that our Game
Okay.
Pass is blowing up the internet. Forget Sony. No, but yeah, it's. I'm gonna hold that opinion for another show,
Fair enough.
but that is a very interesting thing. So
I just wanted to know how it would actually affect gameplay.
I can't imagine that it would be like YouTube where you're watching something and then it gives you
stops.
a counter and then it moves
So what,
on.
like a small box would open up in a
Oh,
corner?
it might be. It might be like a little banner
Or
thing
they-
that comes up, like when we watch TV and we see like whatever new
Little
show is
banner
coming on the
across the
network.
bottom.
Yeah, or something, a stinger or some sort. I don't know.
The Simpsons on Family Guy. Shut up, Chris.
Yes, that. Oh, all right. Moving on. So, F9, the best movie franchise ever, never. Fast and Furious. Is one of the first few movies to come back into theaters and do pretty well for themselves for their opening weekend
My parents went to see it.
during the pandemic times. And it's boasting a resurgence back into the theaters. They're thinking that 4th of July weekend is going to really do well in a theater. So, Chico, I'll throw it to you first.
I'm not going.
Okay.
When
You don't want
Like,
to see Vin
it-
Diesel in the movies.
not really.
But it's the movies, the popcorn, the butter, the sticky seats in the movies.
I got all that minus the sticky seats at my home, and my seats a lot more comfortable and a lot less sticky.
Do you have the sound system like the movies?
I do have surround sound, actually. So
Yeah. THQ.
Oh my God, I'm done. I'm so done.
who knows? I might go your route and get the whole visor.
VR.
Yeah.
Go with Oculus. Actually, watching movies in Oculus is pretty fun.
See.
Yeah.
There you go.
I'm gonna use mine one of these days.
Yeah, hook it up, man. Hook it up, and we can connect and watch movies in big screen.
I know, right? That'd be so cool.
And then you need to get yours, and we all get in big screen and start doing the show virtually.
I'm down.
Okay.
But yeah, my parents went, but granted, theirs was for a party, so it was a private viewing. So to
Oh,
speak.
so the whole thing of they rent out the theater and
Yeah.
they all separated
see
in different
VIP.
sections.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
they went to that. Overall, they enjoyed the movie, but me just going to a regular movie and Disney and HBO are still putting stuff up
Still viable.
for the first month. I'm sticking with that until they're done.
I miss being in a theater
No, it's going to take a powerful movie.
to get you to go
Yes.
back. Okay. What movie?
I don't know, like maybe Ghostbusters, depending on how I feel.
Afterlife.
Yes, Afterlife. Maybe. Other than that, like what else is really coming out that's not still on?
I don't know.
Doing both.
I've kind of fell into the gap now where I just love watching things at home. I
And
don't.
wasn't he just grilling me about that?
No, but see, I will double back on what I'm saying. That you just asked me a different question, so
Okay.
yeah. But Mister, who pays attention to everything, you going back? You gonna visit Vin Diesel and the gang to go see F9?
No. Like, don't get me wrong, like, I get it, and I can see how that can be an excellent experience. I saw somebody's Instagram reel or in reel, whatever. Somebody on Instagram, and they were at a theater where the seats moved.
Mm-hmm. The 4D experience type
The
things.
40X, so yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I love
So
doing that at Disney.
I could see that, like, yeah, if my coin stretched that long, if there was a local theater that was like that,
Mm-hmm.
and if COVID was not so a thing,
How many
right
seats
about
do you
now,
need? Sorry.
Wait, I gotta
Baby.
ask this. I gotta ask this question. Off subject, but on subject. So, when they did that jaw screening in a pool where you just sat in the floaty tube, would y'all have done that?
No. Now see, okay, I'm gonna go backwards on that too. I my initial gut is no. It's just this. There's always going to be that jerk that's in the water, moving the water,
Oh God.
and so when you start hearing the 4-string quartet, yep, yeah, and someone just decides that they're going to be swimming around with a shark fin. I know it's not real. Logically, it's not real, but
Oh, I have a remote control one.
you but you get into it, and I'm done.
Well, no, not for me. That's not even it. For me, you're just annoying.
That's a part of it for me too.
Oh yeah, for me, you're just annoying. Like, I'm not even worried about, like, oh my God, I think it's gonna be real. Like, no,
Oh
it's
no,
gonna.
I don't think there's gonna be a shark that's gonna come out
Right.
of nowhere. Yeah.
But yeah, for me, it's gonna be like, sir, have several seats outside of the movie theater. Like, goodbye.
So, yeah. So, I want to say that I would like to go to a theater to see something. I still feel a little iffy. Like being in this transition point where the world is opening up and we still don't have everything under wraps in a way that is completely comfortable, but at least reasonably comfortable.
As an introvert, I don't like it.
I think I'm gonna have to be like
I miss
you.
the quiet.
I'd have to be like you, and I have to have a killer movie
Right. Like, honestly,
that motivates me.
Ghostbusters might be it. That might be it for me.
Not for me.
For me, yeah. I would rather
Well,
go with somebody.
I mean, as far as stuff that's like coming out now, ain't
I can't even
really
think of
much
what's
coming out.
I can't think of what movie's coming out on. Oh, Black Widow.
Yes.
I think that will perform better on a bigger screen than it would on a smaller screen. Like watching like stuff like Loki and all that is making me miss the big blockbuster movies because it's just something cinematic
I was going
that
to
you
say,
just can't do at home.
having watched those 3 series, I've gotten used to seeing them at
On a
home
small
now,
screen.
yeah, so
But I did wonder, like, when Falcon and Winter Soldier came on, that opening scene of the first episode.
That would have been great on a big screen.
Yeah, that did make me ponder the big screen.
Yeah, yeah. Was it WandaVision when they did the big fight scene of the family coming together, like in the last episode?
Yeah,
That would have been really great on a big screen.
yeah.
I don't know. I don't feel ready, but I do want it.
Right.
And and Fast and the Furious 9, where we have John Cena being all stone faced
John Cena.
and some car doing a Tarzan swing in the commercial. I'm not excited about any of that. I don't think I can. I don't think that works for me.
Shout out to the Fast and Furious, franchise for
5 million
I really,
opening weekend during a pandemic.
and just like being around so long.
yeah.
Can I? I don't like using the word shade because I think it's a hipster term. But can I throw some shade at this?
Go right ahead.
All right, I gotta talk to the people. So, the Fast and the Furious movie series stopped being good after Tokyo
I
Drift.
knew he was going to say that. Already saw it coming. You know, everybody from Tokyo Drift is in this one, right?
Doesn't surprise me. This series is so over and dead. They need all the
Like
help
the
that they
only
can get.
reason I want to see this one is to see what their reasons for bringing Han back, how they pulled that off.
So I just wanted to just say that.
Because didn't Han?
Supposedly, but he's back. Again, it's the fact that's my whole thing. The Fast and Furious. They lean into the absurdity of what they do, and find ways to keep being absurd.
Yes.
After driving a car through a building, into another building, through that building, into another building, I was done. I was done earlier than that, but Tanisha was watching, so I saw that scene and I had to walk back out the room. I was done. Done. All right. Any parting words or parting shots for the great Fast and Furious series doing well during this time, having a strong week?
I'm surprised they keep writing Tyrese's character in there.
Okay, why?
It's not a shady thing, but with Brian being gone, and
Yeah.
that's his boy. That's the
Yeah,
one
that
who
was the
brought him
connect.
in the
That was
whole
the connect,
thing.
yeah.
It's like
What would be his motivation for staying?
they just severed that and like, okay, you're his friend now.
Are you talking about Ludacris?
Yeah, his character, whatever it is. We'll just call him Chris.
Hi, I'm Chris.
So, no, I feel that way about every character except for Vin Diesel's character. It's like, well, do you guys have anything else to do? I mean, like Hobbs left.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
He
his sister,
he realized
with Shaw.
Yeah, he was like, forget you guys, I'm gone. And it's like
I have a job.
so I don't know. But anything.
You sound good in surround sound at home. Like, I remember there was somebody I was talking to, and Fast and Furious 5 sounded great.
I'll say something nice too. You say something. Give me a couple of seconds.
I hear the Fast and Furious sound effects at least once or twice a week in my neighborhood
Oh, God, yes.
without the TV.
The kids on the four-wheelers.
The
kids on the
I hear
four-wheelers.
people racing
Oh
around
no,
here.
we got muscle cars and stuff in my neighborhood.
Oh, God.
Yeah, we have a strip of road where they race here. So yeah. All right, I got something nice I can say.
You almost got us to buy street race cars. That's nice.
I'm still looking at getting that Honda Civic. I haven't given up on it, but I haven't made it a priority. Congratulations on achieving over $5 million in sales at a movie theater during like this whole COVID thing. All jokes aside, that is very impressive for a series that doesn't get awards, and you guys know that you don't get awards. No, this isn't negative. It's not negative. I'm glad that you love what you do so much that doesn't matter, and you keep making.
Well, yeah, they don't really give
stuff.
action stuff awards.
Yeah.
So.
Like it's not a diss. Like they even acknowledge it, that they deserve it. In some ways, I believe
But
that
yeah,
they do.
They do.
Like the special
They
effects and
definitely
stuff that they do is
Like,
amazing.
Black Panther was the last like action thing to get a decent
Man,
amount
that
of
got
awards,
that
right?
got awards because it stepped on toes. Like it caused people
Well,
to
that
judge
too.
themselves.
But aside from that, has any other place like got awards like for action movies? Did Avengers itself get awards?
I don't know any
Oh
other
my
Disney
God.
movies that have. See,
And they should have.
it's a shame. The Academy. All right,
Wow.
I'm flipping it. Academy, give the Fast and Furious series awards. They deserve it.
And the
All I
award,
heard was Chris
And did
Crawford.
I get an award for that?
and the award for best automobiles goes to Transformers.
Oh.
Well, to my understanding, we'll talk about it later.
All right. So let's switch gears from being around for a long time to not being around that long and people are starting to get upset. PlayStation.
Yeah. So, yeah, to my understanding, like, yeah, people are saying that their PlayStation is they're hard to work with as far as, you know, getting games through. Yeah, and they say they have a easier time with other developers. Well, other not developers, but other game systems. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
This is basically the Sega Saturn issue for Sony. So, for those of you that don't know, making games is not easy. And
Neither is pimping.
and you like baby, it ain't easy.
thank you for the.
I learned that on wrestling.
Yeah, well, I learned that on wrestling too. Shout out to The Godfather. Best gimmick you ever came up with. Well, not the best gimmick socially speaking, but entertainment
The
wise
most popular gimmick he's come up with.
Entertainment wise for a young adolescent male, you entertained me. So we'll show you.
Because you know, I stopped after the days of WWF. Marty Jannetty.
He was still WWF.
Yeah, it was Attitude Era, so it was WWF. But we'll revisit offline.
Okay.
So, Sony is having a hard time with releasing games because developers are having a hard time making games on their system. Similar to the Sega Saturn, like I alluded to before, the architecture of the system is so unique that making games that are functional and entertaining and fun takes a lot of effort, and developers are having a hard time trying to, put out product on their new system. So I'll jump out for this one. Being that I have the PlayStation 5, I'm not doing that to gloat. Don't even look at me like that. I just felt this energy. So,
Well, I already said that, you know, my 40th. Ooh.
coming up. Start thinking. Start like putting some coin away. Get your change first. All right. So, so Sony right now has been in a buying blitz, trying to keep up with Microsoft, because they're realizing that having these developers that can make games on their systems is more valuable to them if they can support them with money. So if you buy the company and you give them money, then that means they can make more games, which ultimately means you sell more systems and all that type of stuff. But if you have developers that can't make games on your system, then you can't push a system out of the door, even though there's people who will buy them because they're fans. I mean, I bought it because I'm an early adopter. But the last couple generations, I wasn't really a Sony fan. And this one, I became a Sony fan again. I love the architecture. I love the way the controller works and all of that. But I only own one title. I can think of one PlayStation 5 title. My other stuff are PlayStation 4 titles that can run on it. I don't really own any PlayStation 5 titles yet. I'm thinking about Returnal.
Well, I mean, you got to sacrifice your firstborn child to.
Exactly.
I mean,
Did you get Ratchet and Clank?
No, I didn't. I wasn't a fan of the series, so even though I want to get it because
I
it
watched
looks
the gameplay
amazing.
of it is pretty nice.
Yeah,
Like-
it's just I can't get into the series.
I don't know, like when you put the controller in my hand, I definitely.
It was an experience, right?
It was definitely an experience.
Yeah.
But like, I guess for me, and it's like it's going on a year now.
No, it hasn't been a year yet.
It's going on a year.
No, what month is this? This is July. System came out.
November.
November.
Oh wow.
Right.
That's something about quick.
Because I remember I was like, okay, 39, 40th, I might.
Yeah.
We'll see after after a year goes by.
Years
But,
coming up, yeah.
And the year's coming up, and I'm not all that excited. Like I have my PlayStation 4, and I'm still good with it.
Mm-hmm.
So
As someone that doesn't own a PlayStation, even if I decided to get one, it'd probably be the download version.
No, go with the disc.
But
What?
I'm not buying many. I know I'm not going to buy many games.
It's about performance. Like, the whole thing of even getting the disc system is less powerful than the disc system.
Okay.
And-
really,
Oh yeah.
Yeah, for both sides. For Sony and Xbox.
huh?
So if you're only paying a marginal amount, well, I'm not going to tell you how to spend your money, but if it's a marginal amount to get the disc instead of the discless, you never know. One day you might want to get a disc because
You don't
it'll
have that
take.
option.
Huh?
You don't have that option.
Who doesn't?
No, I'm saying like if you'll have more options
Yeah.
if you get the one where you can enter a disc versus now you're stuck with this 300. Is it 300?
It's 400 discless, 500 with the disc. The other thing that I was thinking about was more so the internet
So
connection
the Xbox
stuff.
is cheaper. About $100,
Uh,
I think.
the discless is less, I believe,
But
I
this
think-
is like 300 and
and disc is 5.
really it's 5.
Wait, what?
It was 4.
That was 4.
Let's find out. So
Man, it's been such a crazy variation in prices.
let's see,
Right.
Xbox Series X. What is the retail? These are all people who are trying to make a profit.
It was the wow, even Walmart.
500. The discless, which is the Series S, is 300.
So that is 3.
It's
Okay.
weird.
And if we were to go to the PlayStation 5, people are still trying to make money off of that. How much is in Canada normally?
Don't.
Let's see. It's 500. No, I'm not playing any Canada anything right now. They're going through their own little troubles. Learn more. Let's see if we can find out the price. See, and this is why people can't develop on a system. We can't even find out how much the system costs. Okay, for those of you that are watching on YouTube, I know you already know the price. Just put it in the chat. Let's see. Let's just say price, shall we? Because come on. Oh no, not StockX. No ads. We don't get paid for those ads.
Did you say that you were looking?
All right.
He's gonna go play a video game and StockX gonna pop up on his screen.
Listen.
Okay, 500 for the disc, and 300 for the disc less.
Oh,
I'm sorry, 400. So you're talking about 300 to 400 for the systems without disc, and 500 for both with a disc. So if you have internet issues, you'll pop in a disc. That's going to install most of your game without having to worry about the internet.
You know what? Honestly, with all the gaming systems that I have, like I just get a nice sound system. Like
Just meet it in the middle and just deal with what you got.
it and do with what I got. Because I mean I have several systems, so yeah.
Well, back to the story at hand. I think that's Amazon.
Right.
I love that that these companies are making these systems, but I don't like they're making it hard for developers to make games. I mean, because then when you make it hard for a developer to make a game, they put ads in games.
Dun dun.
So that's my whole perspective on this. I there's a correlation between those two things. Like if I want the next version of Madden, I know I'm going to pay a premium, either because of I'm paying more for a different version than the standard, or they're going to put ads in my game.
Jeez.
So I'm going to toss it over. I just want to make sure that is Amazon, because I don't trust Amazon around here sometimes. So you guys, please continue.
Hi, I'm Chris. So stop, but not for real. I know, and I know it's going to be harder for. It's definitely going to be harder for indie games. You know what I'm saying? As far as to get their stuff on like a lot of these newer systems. But yeah, this
Well,
you
I mean,
know
they always have
understand.
Nintendo because Nintendo is killing it with the indie
Oh,
games.
absolutely! I love it. Like Switch
Nintendo's
game.
doing really good on indie.
Yeah, Switch. I stay buying an indie game on Switch. Like Switch, yeah, and
Like
they're
that, I
not.
kind
They
of like
don't.
that one you showed me today.
Right.
Shout out to Aerial Knights. Great indie game, a lot of fun, and support indie developers. Please continue.
No, that's it. I'm
Okay.
looking for his name.
So,
I'm
what's
looking for his
your
name.
whole perspective on this?
Well, I'm kind of happy at the way it was going because I didn't know whether it was the devs were having a hard time with the system or the devs were having a hard time with the corporation at first. So I'm happy. No, it's not a people issue. It's a hardware.
Yeah, it seems to be cyclical. That there's always going to be one system that's made
And you think
where people are going to have a hard time.
do you think it's harder to work with PlayStation because of their exclusivity?
I don't. I think it's architecture. Like, think of it this way. If you want to play, what's a hard game right now to run on a computer? Microsoft Flight Simulator. So if you want to play Flight Simulator, you have many different options of what you can turn on in a game and turn off in a game, so that way it would run on your system. Like for me, I don't have the most expensive gear on my machines to run it at full.
Right.
So I got to scale back. Now, the whole thing of that though is there's that ability to determine the quality of the game that you're going to get. Now, when we talk about consoles are set. You can't upgrade or downgrade a console. So that means you need to build your games to run on the console as best as you possibly can. And if you happen to build your console that has like parts that are like 5 years, 5 or 6 years in advance, and no one knows really how that whole thing works, then you're going to have trouble. And I think that's what it is. Like Microsoft builds their systems like computers.
Right.
Sony's build their systems like consoles.
True.
If you're already programming for a computer, it's very simple to just take your game over to another computer.
Right.
But if you're then trying to turn that computer game into a console game and those things don't mesh, that's when you have to rewrite the game over again. Sony.
Fun times.
Yep. So we have one more story. And I think this is going to be the most exciting story to talk about.
We might have to tell somebody to.
So let's do a quick little warning. I'm going to force you to do it. NSFW.
NSFW. If you were under the age
Of adult.
you, the following story is for mature audiences only.
Viewer discretion advised.
Viewer discretion is
If
advised.
you can't pay taxes, you shouldn't be watching this.
You know,
I don't agree with
This
that
part.
because you could be working a summer job and you might be paying some taxes.
yeah.
I don't remember them taking
Yeah, they did.
taxes.
Yeah, they took taxes out of my money. Summer Works was no
Social
joke.
Security, yeah, but not. I don't think taxes came out.
Huh.
Just Social Security.
Yeah, well, I remember paying taxes. Either way, let's talk about what is the subject of all of this setup.
Young sir.
LJ,
Oh,
ask
wait,
your dad if you could
oh, yeah,
watch
young
this.
man.
Well, see, at this point, she's our number one fan should be in bed.
Just let him watch. Anyway, continue.
All right. I gotta think about how to say this. Okay.
DC stopped Batman from performing cunnilingus on Catwoman.
Thank you, Chris. Just a matter of fact. Love it. Yes. So, if you've been hiding under a rock, you've missed this story that has bubbled up to the public consciousness of the internet sphere, of Batman.
On Bruce Wayne's internet.
of Batman solving another mystery.
Wow.
I know that was a stretch. I'm just trying to figure a way to make it work.
Wow.
He is the
I'm not.
world's greatest detective,
Oh my God. It just gets getting worse.
and he had to use his detective skills to thwart evil where evil has never
Ooh,
been
don't say
thwarted
that.
before.
It's not evil. It's not evil. And I don't even visit, but it's not evil.
You said thwart evil.
It's not evil.
Okay, all right.
Let me
So
know.
let's
We're not calling it evil. We're not comparing it to evil. We
let's
apologize.
Compare it to a drug.
Oh God.
I'm changing cameras.
Well, you know, some dudes
Okay, so
talk about it as if
let's revisit some controversy for Batman.
Okay, let's act our adults.
Yeah. So one of the things that jumped out for Batman over the years was the illustration of
you were so. You okay?
of the.
You're in your 40s, Tim.
I'm gonna do it. I'm a grown man.
I'm
I'm a boy. I'm a real boy.
I'm a boy. You will.
Okay. The illustration of the Bat Dingle.
I remember. What was daggone it? What story was that for?
Yeah, I think it was a part of Dark. DC Dark. That line of books.
Yeah.
I can't tell you what. I don't think it was
remember the
Metal.
correct title though. No.
Yeah.
That dangle.
So here's the story
They basically drew a silhouette.
of Batman's, and the big controversy of that is, kids read comic books, so drawing something like that could be thought as pornographic.
Yet in the Catwoman comics, her and Batman get it on all the time.
So the idea of that being an
Keep that
issue,
mask on.
they gotta make sure their identities are protected. Oh, this gets worse.
And not only that, then you had the,
They were
the killing
using
joke.
They were using protection on their face.
I don't see
Remember
it.
Mm-hmm.
there was a sex scene in the killing joke.
Yes, you're absolutely right.
So
The thing about the DC line of books is that they push the envelope. They go further than Marvel. And when you're talking about characters like Batman and well, just Batman.
Oh. There it is.
You found you found it?
I found it.
All right, congratulations.
ta-da.
All right. So,
It's not a silhouette either.
no, that there is the full illustration, and then there's
There's a censored version.
there's a censored, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So so the whole thing of even that as a controversy back when that was published was one of those, is this really a thing? Is this really a big deal? Is this something that we need to be up in arms about because this is art? And the public opinion was yes. How dare you have our Batman expose himself? And comic book fans didn't care. So it's just another one of those things where who is this intended for, and who is not intended for?
I want a shirt that says "Heroes don't do that," but I need "don't" crossed out. That'd be cool.
Make it.
Make it.
Make it.
I'll
Make
get
it. Make it so number
Make
one.
Make it so.
So now that you've seen the Bat Dingle,
And here's the other craziness to
We
it.
can't say the word?
I'm being as friendly as I possibly can, for obvious reasons.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I'm pretty sure you can say scientifically correct
I'm
words.
almost
But-
certain, but I don't know, and I'd rather not risk.
Where I was
Okay.
going, this is for Harley Quinn. It's an adult cartoon
Yes.
on HBO Max.
Yep. Again, intended audience.
And we know it's not going to go the hentai route and show like a 3D model or some weirdness like
no
that.
tentacles.
Yes.
Yeah.
So,
No bat tentacles.
Oh, God.
so it's like, why are you tripping?
It's just it's again intended audiences. Like if and I hate to make this sound the way it's going to come out, but you know we're being very frank with this. If this is a parenting thing, where a parent has a concern about this character, either being exposed or having oral sex or something like that, then that's not necessarily the art's fault.
No, and that brings a whole bunch of other questions about your parenting because your child has already seen Harley Quinn up to this point.
Yeah,
So
King Shark by himself is a whole thing.
King Shark is the greatest.
King Shark is a shark.
I swear he has a different personality every.
Every
Cartoon.
version of him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like this is the only like really sentient version.
Because isn't his ex, Constantine is his ex, right?
One of them, yes.
Interesting. So yeah. So coming back to this whole story, I think where it took a really big turn was, who was it? Zack Ryder?
Yes. And I think he tweeted, "Heroes absolutely do that."
And he
Well, scroll down. They
proclaimed it
might have it on
canon.
there. Yes.
He what?
It might. The tweet might be on there. So scroll down.
Let's see. Oh.
Yeah, yep.
Ah.
Boo.
Media not displayed. Image has
Yes.
been removed in response to report to a copyright holder.
So if you click
We
that,
know
will it
who-
take you to Twitter?
We know who owns the copyright. Well, if it was removed there, then I think it would be removed.
No, because it's his. They removed it for copyright. Guess
No,
so.
it's yeah. We know who owns that copyright. The WWB. Yeah.
Yes, I did it. I didn't say the second part from Dave Chappelle.
Good job. Good control. So so everyone had their little opinions as to if the bat hangs out with the cat.
Oh, my God. The bat and the cat. Oh.
So I'm not gonna
Val Kilmer.
I'm not gonna
Thank
play
you.
I'm not gonna play anything.
What's the
Well, yeah, no, it's motion.
Oh.
So I shouldn't do it, just in case for a slap. A slap. See, there you go. But yeah.
Wait, scroll back. Scroll back. I'm trying to see who that was.
So
Okay.
as you can tell, if you're watching this on YouTube, anyone who has an opinion about
That scene was great. Hilariously great.
anyone who has an opinion on this has an opinion, and please make sure you go on the internet and find, whatever source that is entertaining to you. But as far as ILNL is concerned, speaking for me, I can't imagine a world in comic books that it doesn't imitate life. So if that is something that happens, why would it not happen in a book?
Real heroes do that.
I don't do that. However, I'm still a hero.
You're a hero in my book, Chris.
I'm a hero. Oh, I'm a hero.
What?
Oh, I'm a hero. Just know.
All right, so let's wrap. It's good to see the crew.
Indeed.
Kristen, you out there. Still work on that health. We want you back. Shout out to Kay Murdoch.
Yes, bits and rhymes.
Make sure you are a part of the movement for Forever Famicom, for the NPC Collective, and Beats by K. Anything else I could shout
Or
out?
is it K Creates?
kcreates.io, I think. We'll check on that. But either way, Beats by K definitely I know about. Forever Famicom.
Shout out to Mega Ran.
Shout out to Mega Ran. Shout out to One Up, Creative Minds, Mind Frame.
Wasn't he just on American Ninja?
Yes. Shout out for being the hardcore, nerdcore ninja.
Oh, that's what's up.
And I think that's everything I could think of to end our show off. So for Chris,
Peace.
for Chico,
Stay real heroes.
Kristen, and for myself, Tim, as always, glad to see you guys.
Oh, my bad. This is ILNL.
Thank you.
It's been a minute.
I know, it's all good. So,
And
yeah.
Chris has been doing it.
Well, yeah. That's why I wanted to toss it to you. Yeah, all right.
So this is what I need for you to understand.